Yo, what is going on everyone? My name is Damien, also known as QB. How's everyone going today? I'm not going to waste any more time. Hard 50, day 37, can you believe that? I appreciate all love and support. Everything you need to know about that is in the link down description. So let's get into today's very lengthy video and let's talk about some topics, shall we? Well, and specifically the NBA All-Star weekend, and this gets started with the celebrity game, which I actually posted a whole separate video about just a couple of videos ago. So if you guys want to go check that out, please feel free to go check it out on my channel. Therefore, in this video, we're jumping straight into the NBA Rising Star game. And man, one thing I gotta say is there's no need for this format. I mean, it's cool, right? You get some NBA G League players involved, but don't get me wrong, they're G League players. This is the NBA All-Star weekend for NBA players. NBA rookies, NBA sophomores. Yes, don't get me wrong, there's guys on two-way contracts, but everyone on that G League team are certified bench warmer. Just no other way to put it when it comes to this. Like in the regular season, they're not getting any PT. So pretty much they're in the G League and then made their way into the NBA All-Star weekend. You already know motherfuckers like Draymond wasn't happy that these guys were playing. And not to mention that the winning team got to play on All-Star Sunday night. But yeah, there's a whole lot of shit to go over this. All I can really say about the NBA Rising Stars Challenge is they have to go back to the roots and just go the way that it was. Or the way that it had its most popular views. Obviously this was back when it was World vs USA. They should just keep doing that and just choose the best, however many players, 28 players across sophomore and rookies to compete in that game. The NBA is even more international than ever and you can't argue that anymore. So it just makes perfect sense to go back to World vs USA. The format was this one, pretty much the winner of the tournament. There was 4 different teams and they would keep versing each other until they had a declared winner, and that winner was going to verse Shaq's OG team on Sunday night to try to compete in the NBA All-Star game tournament. It was Team C Team Kansas, who ended up putting through the W. Stephon Castle wins the 2025 NBA Rising Stars Games MVP. But yeah, the NBA Rising Star game was actually pretty underwhelming and you definitely would like to see it go back to its old roots come next year. What was your guys' opinion on that entire game? And up next, we have probably the best event that I enjoy watching, and that's always going to be the same in the NBA All-Star weekend. Obviously, I'm talking about the three-point shootout. Tyler Hero is going to be the winner this season. And this lineup this season was actually very, very good. Anyone could have pulled through the W. There's a lot of underdogs. Damian Lillard didn't even make it past the second round, and he went on the interview after the three-point contest saying that he's retired from the NBA three-point contest. Let's see how true that actually goes, because a lot of players do say random shit and don't mean it. As you can see right here, Buddy Hield gets us going in the first round. He's going to tie the highest ever score at 31. Are you serious? Set by his former teammate right now and Stephen Curry. And yeah, it's just all praise, praises for the NBA three-point contest, because this shit has never really changed. I feel like they brought in the sponsor perfectly on this one. Definitely using that sponsor to their advantage, adding in that deep shot for the Mountain Dew to make it worth, is it 3 points? Don't get me mistaken, but to add in 3 points. But yeah, unlike the Ruffles game, let me rant about this real quick. Why is the Ruffles 4-point line in the All-Star Celebrity game? These players are not hoopers. Put it in the NBA All-Star game to make shit more interesting. I know for damn sure I don't want to sit there and watch Carson Knight airball 24 pointers in a row, and no one wants to see, I guess, any celebrity trying to go for that. Why not put it in the NBA All-Star game with the original format, by the way? You have Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Jason. There's going to be shooters left, right, and center. It's going to make this shit entertaining, and if you guys just really care about that, I guess it's going to be all offense. It just always is in the NBA All-Star game, NBA All-Star weekend. No one gives a fuck. But the three-point contest is beautiful, and I hope it's here to stay for a long time. The exact same the way it is at the moment. They put that Mountain Dew sponsor in perfectly, and obviously Tyler Hero is the 2025 NBA three-point champion. This future QB right here. I've tried to go over the skills challenge for some reason. The skills challenge part, particularly in my video, just keeps getting blocked. So I'm going a quick rant right here. I just see some ass dunks in the background. Pretty much, the skills challenge is fine. It's about players just not giving a fuck. Obviously, the players that gives 50% chance are always going to be the winner. As you seen that bullshit of Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul were just trying to cheese the whole entire thing. If you guys haven't seen that by now, please go search it up, because it is getting blocked by my end and I can't afford to get any more strikes because I want to keep doing this for as long as I can. So I think it's fine. It's just the players, they're probably just not giving a fuck, which is kind of killing it, I guess. But the skills challenge itself is fine. The duo format is fine. The team format is fine. The skills challenge has always been an entertaining event. It's just about what players are trying to compete and take that shit seriously. As we've seen last year with Anthony Edwards, just constantly shooting left-handed, which was just awful to see. But let's get into the best event of the All-Star weekend, the NBA dunk contest. You see right there, Mac McClung just jumped over a car. This man is barely 6'2", by the way, borderline 6'1". But this man just cleared a car, and this man, ladies and gentlemen, he has saved the NBA dunk contest. Before I get too more in depth with this, he's actually made Jarch tweet saying I might have to do this next year, and it made Giannis tweet as well, and it made Zach LaVine tweet as well. So Mac McClung, you best go for that 4-peat next year because you have some real competition now, boy. This is going to be a movie. If this much players are ready to commit, if Zion wants to get his big ass in there, they can make this easily a 6-person dunk contest, and they can figure it out. And just on that topic as well, taking a big step back before this dunk contest even took place, obviously Mac McClung wins his third straight NBA dunk contest, the first player in NBA history to do so. Him and Stephen Carlson were the ones that made it to the final, and Carlson actually had some good dunks as well. This wasn't a terrible dunk contest, not by any means necessary. As you see right there, just players were just clearly weren't cut out for this. Andre Jackson Jr. just wasn't ready for prime time. This man looked scared, nervous, and just as I just said, he wasn't ready. Stephen Castleton, on the other hand, though, he was getting freaky and glitchy, doing reverse windmills. He did a dunk where he shot it, his teammate or his helper shot it through the ring, and he grabbed it and went in between the legs. That was nasty work. Actually about to see it come up in just a second, but it's just so good to see what Mac McClung has done right here again, just getting creative and glitchy with it. This is something you definitely love to see. But yeah, I keep getting distracted, but just taking a step back, before this dunk contest took place, that they literally, you could tell that they were struggling from the bottom of their heart to find players to compete in this thing. You had Montez Buzelis, who's I think he got drafted 7th or 8th by the Chicago Bulls in this season's draft. You had Stephen Carlson, who was obviously a tough pick as well. He was actually a good dunker, but Buzelis and Andre Jackson Jr., man, those guys just didn't have it whatsoever. And they didn't have any crazy in-game dunks either. They didn't prove to us off the bat that they even had a half-decent dunk rating, you know what I'm saying? This was the dunk I was talking about, Stephen Castleton getting creative with it. Especially a rookie to go that deep in his bag and to put out a dunk that we've never seen before is just crazy. But like everyone keeps saying that we've reached our limitations when it comes to dunks. But if a player really wants to surprise someone, they will think of something creative that no one has ever seen before. But next year is definitely a big turning point for the dunk contest if they can get Ja Morant, Giannis and Zach LaVine in there. And Mac McClung to defend his 3-peat. Are you serious? This could be generational next year. Aaron Gordon, man, I'm looking at you. I'm thinking your name. I'm visualizing you right now. Make this happen. Make the NBA force it to a 5 or 6 person dunk contest, please. Be it absolute cinema. Look at that as well, by the way. Just the creativity by Mac McClung has gone to a whole new level. He's clearly won this more than anyone else. He just jumped over a person, spinning on a hoverboard, wimbling with that hand, and dunking a ball that someone else is holding on a ladder. Are you serious right now? Not to mention that he did this shit in first try as well. Mac McClung has been in 3 dunk contests in a row, right? Won all 3. And has only had 2 dunks when he hasn't scored a 50. Are you serious? An overall successful outcome for the dunk contest, especially seeing Giannis, Ja Morant, Zach LaVine saying, hey, I might get in on this shit next year. Let's have a quick look at this last dunk by Stephen Carlson. This shit was amazing. And last but not least, in the whole entire weekend, we got the 2025 NBA All-Star game, and this definitely did disappoint. I did make a full video about it just yesterday on my YouTube channel, so please, I beg for you guys to go check that one out. I'm not going to spend too long on this topic because I just made a whole separate video last night about this. But pretty much I just went over, there was literally like 3 games, first to 40. I'm talking timeouts for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm talking Kevin Hart getting an unnecessary amount of screen time. I'm talking about all these challenges and just everything going on in between the games, showing everything but the game. 3 games, first to 40. They managed to drag this broadcast on TNT and NBA media for almost 4 hours. Are you serious? There was definitely a more ad to basketball ratio and a lot of promoting and just a lot of random shit going on. I wasn't a fan of the format at all whatsoever. It was just clear that Team OGs was just always going to win. It wasn't balanced whatsoever. These drafts just didn't make sense. As I said in my video yesterday, I guess it's not a bad idea by Adam Silver to give this draft to the TNT guys, considering it is their last NBA All-Star game together as a TNT crew. Obviously, they've been at this for over a decade now. But I'm gonna stop that right there. If you guys want to see me go more in depth about the All-Star game in particular, please look at my video yesterday. man, this has been such a fun video to watch. I love just shitting on the dunk contest. Not dunk contest, the NBA All-Star weekend, because it's just been pure booty since fuck knows when. This has been your boy QB. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.